We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's King Rye, Ryan Garcia. Weighed in at 61 kilos, bang on. He's 178 centimeters tall with a reach. King Rye, Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over. The fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash. Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. We saw in his fight against Prince Nassim Hamed, he's willing to go toe-to-toe.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting up.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. These
athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. Good counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Kelly took a sharp shot there. And down goes Kevin Kelly. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
Go crazy.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in it.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Kevin Kelly is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Kelly. Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nice counter shot. They blocked that right hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Nice defense on that right hook. Nice counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. Nobody home with that hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The perfect counter lands. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. And he misses with that jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. Incredible work rate. A lot of effort being exerted here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. That was almost a... There's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Kevin Kelly just got rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. They've got the momentum. On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Holding nothing back here in the round. They exchange punches. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to have thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
And Kevin Kelly is dazed. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to...
Let's talk about Kelly in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Looking to land the hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Kevin Kelly just got rocked. It's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Ooh, Kevin Kelly took a sharp shot there. And it appears... Hold that thought! Oh no, Kevin Kelly in some real trouble here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kelly in that lap. There's the bell to start round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, gun swing, left right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, gun swing, left right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Hook up, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hands, your joke of the show. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. All you're going on, Paul, if it's sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people chant? Swing like you got things to lose.
I'm Todd Grisham, and what a venue. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner...
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is like being at a carnival. The fans are happy to be outside, and on top of that, they've got a...
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good counter punch. Can't score with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything, you've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One punch could change everything in this battle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't find a home for that jab. Only catching air with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. So they will throw in the towel.
Real generals back in the building. Shots. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas to the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare traps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas to the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Every day engine burning a calorie. Deep meditation man can't channel me. I told them man recently. Man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die don't keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peas with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas to the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas to the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
You are truly invincible.
What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, El Nino de Oro fighting. It's Lightning Lee McGregor. Watch out for those fast hands. That's why they call him Lightning after all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of...
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Boy, stiff jab. A well-placed hook. Nice counter. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Let me explain to you. We are outside.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my, Lee McGregor in trouble here. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Oh, Lee McGregor, this could be trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Good defense to block the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round.
Now it's a tougher fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. And he scores with the counter. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait. Hold that thought! Ooh, Lee McGregor just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Oh, and Lee McGregor's been dazed. And down goes Lee McGregor. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are ready.
Let's talk about Lee McGregor in that last round. You've got to want...
Need you to switch back on.
On to the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. Left uppercut doesn't score. He threw the hook, didn't land. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Lee McGregor.
Start to make mistakes and switching
There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself...
You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say.